Today was gonna be the day that I throw it all back to you. Right now, you should have somehow. I'm not even going to waste my breath, Tom. I mean, who the hell would go in at this time of night anyway? That's just complete madness. So, hello everybody. I read your sub. I got your message. Took me a wee while, but I've answered your question. Who the hell would go live at this time of night? Fucking madness, isn't it? Good evening, morning, whatever. So 105. Oh, Stephen's joined us. Well, this is a good wee crew I've got already here. Yeah, I know Stephen, I noticed. Apparently, Rosie said they looked like the Jolly Green Giant. I never actually saw it. But he was obviously trying to go live. Felt the need to go live for some reason. Just as I actually predicted it on my channel earlier. The rumours were that he was doing a live tonight. Probably because he's getting pelters for his latest nonsense. So hello everybody. And a good Friday night, Saturday morning to y'all. Yes, sober touch went like touch. Sober touch. Am I reading that right? Whatever. Sober touch went live, but couldn't figure out he was too pissed. Yeah, well, there's only one reason, isn't there? How many times has he tried it? This happened the last time when he was going to go on his, what do you call it? Treadmill. Evening, Geordie lad. Hi, mate. So, yeah, chat away to yourselves, lads. Don't mind me. So, and he's looking forward to the fourth playoff bronze medal match tomorrow. No, I didn't think so. So I'm doing this live because maybe Archie could come on and join us. That would be nice. Does anybody think that he's watching? I don't know. Anyway, I'm probably talking to myself already. And that was that. So, I've got a comment. He come on my live Thursday and said 4 weeks sober. So fucking brass neck. Stephen, I think that's a note that goes by the name of Sober Start 421. I'm surprised one of your moderators didn't notice it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure 421, he calls himself. Do you remember if the them to ask him, was it the real Archie? Or was he just blocked? Did the mods remove him? Yeah, it does have his photo, Stephen, but that's relatively easy to do that, isn't it, I would imagine? But I do think that the photo it's used in it is his old photo before it got it AI filtered. He used to have the red bloodshot eyes, and now he's got beautiful blue eyes or something. So the Stober Start 421 has got the old red eye picture. So that gives it away as well. Yeah, his handle was 421. I like that you use the word handle. That's what we used to use in the old CB radio. What's your handle? What's your 20? You know, the 10 code. Is it called the 10 code? Anyway, we didn't block him. No, but what else did they say? Because we all know he's not 4 weeks sober, so it's obviously a troll. His latest video compelled open reading out bollocks on his old phone, completely deflecting on his current drinking. The guy's a complete degenerate. Yeah, he's that and lots more. I did see it. I've seen it, Sub. I have seen it. It's a wonder to behold. He basically admits that this is 20 minutes of complete guff and shite. And he brings you his old, what is it, iPhone 10? You know, clatty looking thing. I think he holds on to that more than he does his little plonker. Completely attached to his phone, like an appendage. Who films their entire life on their phone? Who does that? Only a special sort of narcissist is who does that, would be my answer. He tells so many lies. Well, what's that joke? What's that joke? How do you tell if Urky is lying? This is a crap joke. It's the oldest joke, one of the oldest jokes there is, actually. But how do you tell if Urky's lying? His lips move. I know it's an old one, but it's actually the most accurate way of describing. Urky lives in an inverted world. When you hear something from Urky, just take the opposite, inverse. That is really that simple. Just take the exact opposite, and that'll be your answer. That's what he's really saying. Inversion. So up again. Apparently his mum and dad paid his ex-wife off. Now the mortgage and house is in his parents' name. Well, Sub, have you been on my channel in the last wee while? Because I thought I had him. Well, it wasn't an exclusive, obviously, because somebody on his page, right, and you noticed this too, in a foreign language, I think it was German, may have been German, said that it's somebody else with his surname whose name is on the mortgage. And, well, I think it's quite easy to surmise. Who would that be? So yeah, if you go and look at my channel, Sub, you'll see that I'm well onto that story. Breaking news. So I don't think there's any point in putting on the Daily Echo news because it's yesterday's news now. It'll be on it's old, what's that joke about old newspaper? That's fish. It's old. I'm fucking up here. Something about newspaper and fish suppers, right? Work it out yourselves. So yeah, there we have it. He's basically been bailed out by mom and dad, and that basically means you get carte blanche. See if you got an unlimited access to your drug of choice. There's fucking no stopping you. We know that. You know what I mean? Some of the time, the only time I could get off drink sometimes was when I was literally skint. But this was back in the days before credit and online stuff, and so you really needed, real money, real paper or coins. And when you ran out of paper and coins, you either stole it, which I did sometimes. You beg, steal, or borrow. And when you couldn't borrow, beg, or steal, sometimes you were just forced to go without. And I must have done that many, many times. But the beauty of that is, the beauty of going skint, is that it gives you a wee chance to get 24 hours in. And without that 24 hours in, the rest is irrelevant. So yeah, I think it's actually a blessing to be skint. So if Urky's getting enabled by his parents, and I'm not going to blame his parents. His parents will love him, think they're doing the best, protecting him, wrapping him in cotton wool, etc., etc. But no, what is that thing about the boxer who becomes rich and doesn't train as hard? And when asked, "Oh, why did you get beat in that fight there, champ?" And he says, "Well, you just don't get the same motivation when you sleep in silk pajamas." Something like that. So Stephen, yeah, you can tell he's a spite little brat. He's a wee Kevin, isn't he? Kevin the teenager. The fast show. It's so unfair, isn't it? Oh, I loved about Kevin. Kevin and Perry go large. Urky goes very large. Double large. 22 drinks. He was drinking a day, at least. 22 drinks. That's 2 football teams. A wee drink for each one of them. So, the guy's been spoiled all his life, never had to stand his own 2 feet, never owned his misgivings, took responsibility for anything. Yeah, that's it, exactly. If you're never made to face your responsibilities, and if you're forever getting bailed out, eventually you feel as if you're untouchable, entitled and, somehow privileged. And that just absolutely reeks out of him. Entitled. I can't even say the word. Entitlement. Dear me, I need fucking speech lessons. Mollycoddled, there another good word. Mollycoddled, spoiled, wasted. No, you can't say wasted because, well, he is wasted. But sometimes you can use word wasted as in you waste or spoil somebody. So, yeah, keep the words coming in. He might be watching, but I doubt it. It only shows us one person watching. Sorry. Yeah, and I know I'm not looking at the camera, but this is a new way of doing it. He will never be skint. Well, there you go, Stephen. Like I was saying earlier, do you think that makes it, because I do, that makes it practically impossible to chuck it? If you've got the availability and the funds, if you're an addict, yes. You know what I mean? You're just going to keep on going. And as for all this red herring about livers and stuff and these health concerns, it's all just red herrings. I've been there. I had liver damage to a certain degree. And when I was told, I think I had a wee 10 seconds of crocodile tears, self-indulgent. And then see, after that, I've completely forgot about it. I didn't give a fuck. Just like with the smoking. Do you think government health warnings actually scare people? Do you think the government don't want the taxes on the alcohol as well? I mean, I've got to laugh at some of these people on sobriety channels. Oh, alcohol, if it was a drug, the government would ban it if it was a new drug. No, they wouldn't. The British government would struggle without the money that comes in from alcohol and tobacco products. Even your zero alcohol and low alcohol, the amount of income they're getting off it. Come on. I'd definitely blame my parents for not bringing them up properly. They're no better than he is. Bad parenting to bring up such a dick splash. Well, yeah, I know I don't really want to go into hard on people I don't know. But oftentimes, I do wonder, and this is a question I'll ask you and Stephen and Sub. Do you think his parents, let's include his ex, do you think his parents and his ex watch his YouTube channel? And if so, And I'm a father, and you're a father, Stephen. I don't know about you, sir, but see if you watched that, and that was your son, what would you do? I've got a fair idea what I would do, and maybe it's easy for me to judge. You know, I've got a son, and he's no angel, and I know it's difficult, but you do not mollycoddle and spoil and let them get their way, because all you end up doing is you're negotiating with a terrorist if you're dealing with an addict. Anyway, I'll ask you that question. Guys, does his father know? Does his mother know that he's out? Does your mother know that you're out? Getting steaming? But yeah. So, what was I going to say? I had a few things I wanted to bring up. But as usual, seeing you press that go live button, your head gets scrambled. I don't know how you do it, Stephen. I don't know how you do it, mate. Well, Stephen, apparently, a lot of people are saying he's on DWP benefits. And I don't see why he wouldn't be. Why would he go without benefits? Or is he going to use that old reason, benefits are for people that need them? And I'm above benefits. So is he trying to say he doesn't need any benefits whatsoever? Because that is fucking bollocks, and we all know it. Oh, Drew. Hello, Drew. I remember you. You're fun. Right, here's Drew, everybody. And he's got a very, 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 very interesting philosophical thing to bring up here. So I'll just read it out for y'all. I wish people had nicer addictions, like playing bingo. Stop right there. Gambling. That's gambling. Drew. Your very first sentence, and I'm already on your case. You might be Urky, actually. Drew, are you Urky? Sub, Stephen, this is Urky. Read these questions. Mine is playing chess. He's a chess addict. He invites all his pals over and hustles them at chess. So sub on the subject, who knows about the Solar Star channel in the town of Burton-on-Trent? Does his old man know? Does his mother know? Does his ex know? Does the whole fucking scheme know? I mean, I'm convinced he can't get out of the house. I'm convinced of it. I'm sure his ex knows about the channel. I know she knows anyway. I'm just asking the question, but I know she knows. It'd be impossible that she doesn't know. But God only knows. How the hell can you get to the point where your ex, you're doing a YouTube channel and you know your ex is watching? Not just your ex, but your ex's new man. Wow. Is backcountry right? Is it humiliation? Or does Urky, underneath it all, think this is a sort of weird, long revenge that he's taking? Cutting off his nose to spite his face, I would say. So yeah, who thinks that Urky should rent out all his rooms in his house, bring in a load of dough, and just have a big fucking party? Stephen, I would tell him not to post his shit. Parents are making things. They will know. Parents are making things. What do you mean by that, Stephen, making things? I would be a lot stronger than just saying, oh, well, Ricky, I think, are you sure about that channel, son? Are you sure about that channel, son? Are you sure? And his old man will be like, what? Okay, come on, son. You know this isn't right, man. Come on, what's getting into you? What's getting into you? What's getting into you? Drew, is Urky his real name or one you come up with? It sounds very funny either way. Okay, I'll be nice. Right? Drew, I'm going to try and be nice to you, right? I'm sorry. Urky is pretty self-explanatory, right? Because it's one that's sort of like an anagram of Ricky, right? But it also contains the word irk, which means to annoy. So somebody that annoys you a lot could be called Urky. It's quite irky. But if your name happens to be Ricky and you're annoying, Urky is the perfect fucking name. So Brindley's a harmless binge drinker. Unfortunately, he could put a glass eye with his monotone existence. Yeah, should I go there? I'm going to make another new video quite soon with a list. Bryn's the list king. He regurgitates the exact same shit. He just calls it different lists. And it's a lifestyle choice. There's no an addiction or a battle, although he makes out that, he had a hangover once that lasted a week. Oh, poor boy, eh? Airbnb, exactly, Stephen. He would be coining it in, man. He'd be getting 4 or 5 grand a month. I should watch, shouldn't I? He might actually take me up on this brilliant idea. I'll have to show off my dart skills one day, Drew. That's a good idea, actually. Maybe I could do a live, right? And I'll just stand there all night. I'll maybe have 18 darts at a time, right? Because I've got 18 darts in the board. There is actually 18 darts in there. Because sometimes we have games of darts where there's 6 people. We don't have darts, do 1 against 1. We have 6 different people at a time. It's fucking the most mental game of darts ever. So yeah, maybe I'll just stand there with the 18 darts. And I'll wait till I get a 180. That means we might have a live, it might last about a week. Stephen Curry, parents are making matters worse by funding him. Yeah, well, it's all been said, Stephen. They're enabling him because they love him and they want to protect him. But they're doing him no favours. Tough love is harder to dish out than prescribe. It really is. So I'll cut the parents some slack. Because look what they're dealing with. There's a wee bit in the big book, actually. That sounds better, actually. Somebody posted it. Nobody noticed it. And it's a bit from the big book. And I don't want to annoy anybody in particular, but I'm going to try and remember it. And it's about people who have got difficulty being honest with themselves. And it goes something like, rarely have we seen a person fail who has thoroughly followed our path. Those who do not recover, those who do not recover, lost the capacity to be honest with themselves. Their chances are less than average. They seem to have been born that way. They're naturally incapable of grasping and developing a manner of living which demands rigorous honesty. Maybe that's him. Brew. Brew. Stephen, are you talking about Iron Brew there? I'm lost. Brew. Bryn, the list boy. Aye. That's all he is. The list. And did you say lisp? A list. List or lisp? I'm going to make a video about that soon. He just regurgitates the same shite over and over and over again, and constantly refers back to 2017. It's as if he wants to claim 10 years sobriety, but he's not getting to do it. But he's annoyed that he's not allowed his 10 years. And what's this obsession about smashing everything? I was smashing this, I was smashing that. Should have seen me, folks. I was just smashing everything. I was super smash. I was smash man. Drew, you're too thin to be a pro dart player. We have to send a Blackwell's van for some pies, like the famous players. Blackwell's van, I've no cultural reference for that, I'm afraid. Drew, I don't know anything about that. Do you mean Crossing Blackwell, the food company? As for being too skinny to be a darts player, do you realise how fucking thick that sounds? Can I just ask you that outright? Do you realise how fucking stupid that sounds? I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. I know you know it was a joke. It was just being a wee bit satirical, right? But I know you might be about what? Andy Fordham size? Or that wee twat, what's his name? What's the wee fat one that looks a bit like Urky? Only better looking. I think he's about the same height as Urky. What's his name? Luke Littler. He's even got the right name. Luke Littler, who's actually bigger. Luke Bigler. I think he knows Dirk Diggler and Dirk Corro and Reef Kitchards. I'm talking shite now, folks, and I know it. I don't care. Saturday. We've got a third, fourth playoff today to look forward to. Harry Kane's going to get a hat-trick. And Mbappe's going to get a hat-trick. Because they've done a wee deal. They want to make sure Messi doesn't get the golden boot. Dirty bastards. Very monotone voice. Have I got a monotone voice? People, is my voice monotone? I don't do impersonations. Do you know what? I'd love to be able to do impersonations. I really would, but I can't do them. It's a skill that I wish I had, or I would do an Aberdeen accent, where they pronounce the word 40, as in like 40. They don't say 40, they say 40. Aye, 40. I'm going to make 40 brand new videos. What's going on with that East Coast cooler weirdo? Keeps posting short videos about nothing. Posted a short video with dogs ass walking on the beach. I think Drew's in the wrong chat. Should have been on Bryn's boring live stream. Did Bryn do a live stream? Sub, when did he do a live stream? Because that would be exciting, wouldn't it? Not. Is that backcountry, Sub? Who? Sub? Drew? No, I don't think Drew's intelligent enough. Or maybe he's pretending to be stupid and thick. But no, it's more likely to be Arky. Look the Nook, right? Aye, probably because he demolishes pies and pizza. Or is it nothing to do with that a dart looks a bit like a missile and he beats everybody? And he's very accurate, like a heat-seeking missile. You're very cynical. But he is a wee fat bastard, isn't he? Let's be honest. You know, he's a good-looking boy, but much better looking than Urky. Do you think Urky bases his looks on Luke Littler? You know, the wee beard and that? Right, Stephen's laughing at something. See, I can't see with these on. Your voice is frightening. Okay, I'm sorry about that, Stephen. But you were a cop, man. Come on. And I don't frighten you. Don't you give me that. I shouted at your fellow cops quite a bit in the past, it must be said. Nothing serious. Go and look me up. See if you've got any old people that still work in the force. Now, maybe you can attempt to dish some dirt on me or something. Because this is the reason I do this, folks. Urky once accused me of something fucking horrible. And I vowed I'd get revenge on the prick. Mid-50s. Aye, well, he does look a lot longer. He does look a lot older than his, what is he now, 18, 19? I know he looks at least 30, doesn't he? Do you think he should start doing 20,000 steps a day at least? How many steps do you do in a game of darts? It can't be more than, let's do it, right? So you're at the hockey, right? And it's about 3 steps up to get your darts, pull them out, maybe another 5 or 7 back to your wee bit, your wee podium. Then maybe, say it's a 15 dart leg, that's 5 visits, that's 5 times, say 10 for each round, so that's 50 paces, and say there's 5 legs in a set, it's like a couple of hundred, then maybe a few sets. I mean, maybe do about 500 steps. So how do you change the game of darts? Should you just maybe throw from, you'll maybe make it more like archery. But in archery, you don't collect your arrows, do you? That'd be fucking dangerous. Bryn did a few lives, did he? What were they like, Stephen? Were they very riveting? Did he get asked very penetrating questions? Did he reveal anything about himself? Did somebody ask him if he's got a girlfriend? Because he hides her well, doesn't he? I saw that Urky went live an hour ago, but his phone signal must have been drunk. Drew made the joke. Charlie Babbitt made joke. Charlie Babbitt made a joke. Yeah, we all saw that, Drew. Was it you? Yeah, he had a green screen thing going on. Do you think he was trying something new? What kind of background do you think he had? Do you think he was like in his own superhero film or something? So we'll start on his uniform, no, his costume, SS. We can all visualise it, can't we, folks? Urky is scum. Right, Stephen, that's saying it. See, if I get any spray paint left, wait a minute. I'll get some imaginary spray paint here, right? Give me a wee minute. That's me to stun it, Stephen. Urky is scum. All over my wall. I'll post a picture tomorrow. Right? The next Hulk. Lou Ferrigno was at least 6 foot tall. Drew. Urky's only 5'4.25". What kind of Hulk is that? Baby Hulk? No, Sub can take over here about Urky's superhero name, because it's going to involve gnome, or goblin, or dwarf, or something along those lines. Oh, Stephen, that was very I was very thoughtful of you. Do you know what? It's funny that you mentioned Chat GPT because I was always like, AI, nah, I'm not touching it. I'm just not touching it. I don't want anything to do with it. But I read Chat GPT box. It's always there on my laptop. And lately, I've used it a couple of times. Just daft stuff. What was that I used it for last night? No, I think it was last week. I wanted to know the history of baked beans. And I also wanted to know the history of international football. Because I had, in a recent video, I had, when people talk about football coming home, the home is actually Scotland. Because the first international match was played in Glasgow in Scotland in 1872. Between Scotland and England, and there was 4,000 people there. It was a 0-0, believe it or not. And do you know what the goalposts were? When you hear this, folks, the goalposts were like probably 22 feet wide or something, whatever it is. And it was like 2 sticks, you know, just like mops, that kind of thickness of wood, it was the thickness of a mop. And it was about 8 foot high, which is quite normal, I think. Somebody can Chat GPT this as well, the exact dimensions of goalposts. But see across the top, for the crossbar, it was a bit of rope. I kid you not, folks, a bit of rope. And it was 0-0. Amazing. Bryn lies very, very slow. Well, Bryn is a classic example of, I put it up to ×2, right, to speed up the actual monotony. And it still doesn't inject any energy into it. If I could go up to ×4, as long as I could make out just no more what he's saying, that would be enough. But lately I just don't watch him at all because he just sits there, Scotch on the rocks. And then at the end, he's got cheek to say, hype me. Like, share, subscribe, and hype. Apparently, it's a new thing. He wants people to hype him. Maybe the question should be, maybe he should hype his fucking self. And if he's so happy about his sober life, why does he never tell his face? So in darts, it's 1,000 to 3,000 steps per game. Now that could vary largely, because if you're at the early stages of an event, the games are shorter. And as you progress, the games get longer, and there's going to be more steps. You've also got to take into the steps, going from the dressing room up to the stage, and then you've got to the steps that you use when you're dancing with the dolly birds and dancing to the Killers, because you know all these darts players need their own music. I mean, can you imagine Jocky Wilson coming out to music? What would Jocky Wilson have come out to? We might as well say Eric Bristol as well. Some of these older types, what kind of music would they have walked out to if there was that back in the day when they could smoke and drink and all that shit? 24 feet, I said 22, right? ×8, right? I got that bit right. Thanks, Stephen. Drew, Ace of Spades. Ace of Spades. Ace of Spades. Ace of Spades. Can anybody help me with that Ace of Spades? I know it's a Motorhead song. It's a playing card. But, Drew, what are you on about? I know it's Motorhead, but what about it? Give me a wee minute. I know about Motorhead and Ace of Spades. In fact, wait a minute. He's ready for us, folks. Ace of fucking spades, right? What about it, Drew? What about it? You want a game of cards? You want a game of free card brag? Lemmy died recently. No, I think it was quite a while ago Lemmy died, Stephen. You Jack GPT that. Google that. Now here, there, Lemmy liked to swallow, didn't he? He was a proper man, wasn't he, folks? Lemmy. When did he ever promise a sober start? Can you imagine Motorhead doing a song called Sober Start? I'm gonna get sober. I'm gonna do it in the chill. But I'm finding it too hard to put down the booze. So I do it so that I know my mic is picking up. If I did not hear it, I would not know where I stood and I would end up talking to myself. And why is it a problem to you? Is it a problem to you? Aye, but Stephen, you're a bass player, aren't you? So you know Lemmy was a bass player. And it was just, he played it with plectrum, right? And it was just, he wasn't very subtle, was he? But he could fucking rock it, couldn't he? Was it Jack Daniels he was into? Jack Daniels and Jerry helmets. Yes. I'm doing this for sub, right? I don't know if anybody can hear me now. I'm doing this for sub. Hello, sub. Hello, sub. But now I don't know if anybody can hear me. Plus, here's the kicker. Here's the ego. Here's the narcissism. I love the sound of my own voice. I just love it. I might listen to that later. Because see if I play it, Stephen, I'll get fucking copyrighted, you know what it's like. Drew, what music do I like? I'm going to type it in. You see that, Drew? You see it? Eclectic. No Celtic. Eclectic. Does that mean covered all the bases? What are you into? Hip hop? Hip hop, you're into it? Or was it show music? You into musicals? Well, there you go, Stephen Kerr. Stephen, that's no recently, is it? Be honest. 11 years ago isn't it recently, is it? Not relatively speaking, it's quite a long time ago. Yep, I know you played bass, Stephen. Do you still play bass? Maybe you should do that on your life. I'd like to see that. I love me some Black Sabbath, do you, Drew? Is that you back to? We've already spoken about Ozzy Osbourne last week, right? So, no Black Sabbath talk. Right, there's a ban on talking about it. Talk about Dire Straits, Drew. Can you do that? Yeah, he was a massive, unapologetic drinker who could drink all fucking day, all night, and could handle it. And probably was still the same guy, relatively speaking. Made no apology for it. Didn't claim that he wanted to ever become a nice guy. and put away all the leather and the paraphernalia and all the war stuff. And a proper man's man, wasn't he? Didn't give a fuck. Said what he liked. I'd love to have seen him in this modern woke world. You know, that would have been a laugh. See what he had to say about some of the nonsense, because no doubt he'd be getting labelled a right-wing extremist, wouldn't he? Drew, if Money for Nothing was written today, it would be about sober channels on YouTube. That's a good one, Drew. That's a good one. Money for nothing, chicks for free. Is it chicks for free or grubs in a tub? For free. Coffees for free, omegas for free, checkoff for free. Does he get any checks? Do you think, does anybody think that Turkey orders in escorts, hookers, and the like? Submariner, Pink Floyd, my young teens, was the first time I got high on music. Very spiritual. Well, yeah, Floyd, we all used that in our teens. You know, puffin music, wasn't it? Hendrix, Neil Young, Bob Dylan, Lou Reed, Jean-Michel Jarre, Bobby Dylan. Did I mention it? The Who, I love The Who. All sorts. But yeah, I mean, you can't really be a bit comfortably numb or, what's the other classics? Well, Dark Side of the Moon's the classic album, isn't it? And then there's this whole story of Floyd's history and Sid Barrett and stuff. I think they just unceremoniously dumped the guy that invented the band. Middle class twats, the lot of them. You've seen her killing Grinder? Drew? Lemmy actually looked like his music. Yeah. Fair point, sir. He looked like his music. Hard and fast and loud and furious. Yes. Right, Drew, tell us more. Were you on Grindr as well, Drew? Are you gay? Just asking. Just asking. I'm not being homophobic, I'm just asking. Are you gay? None against you. None against you. Not an ounce of homophobia in me. Can I ask somebody or anybody, did Durkee finally do it live? Maybe he's live right now. Has anybody checked? Maybe not. Well, I didn't actually expect to do a video tonight, folks. You know, the World Cup's over. And, well, it isn't over, is it? But it was sort of over once England get put out. From that point of view, it's over for Turkey, for example. I'm sure he invested a lot in that, and I'm sure, judging by the state of him in his earlier video, he's been drinking 9 cans on average a day, and that's the gut rot shit. Right, so that's the equivalent of 18 normal cans, which is about the equivalent of a bottle of spirit, at least. But he's quite proud of that. He's quite proud of that. But on the day of the match, miraculously, yesterday, was that yesterday? Or today, the day before? He only drank 6. Now, can anybody explain that to me? We know he's a lying so-and-so, but is it in the realms of possibility that he only drank 6 on Wednesday? Anybody got any thoughts on that? Well, it seems that things have dried up on the old comments, and that's fine. Because I didn't expect to be doing this at all tonight, like I say. You know, I mean, half the time I'm like, get off that YouTube, you. Get off it. In fact, I'm asking myself the same question that Urky should be asking himself. Get off that YouTube, you. Just get off it. It's no good for you. I mean, get you seem like some of that dopamine stuff. You know, all that people watching you, like 2 whole people watching. You know, that can overwhelm a person. So much popularity having 2 people and sometimes even 3 people watching you. That could go to a person's head. Oh no. So, right, so I'm going to ask you, do you think I'm moderating? Yes or no? I'm not going to say another word until you answer that. Maybe you should keep them a bit polite, Sub, and stop fucking swearing. So Drew, can you try post, or maybe Stephen, just to check that the comment function is working properly? Because we don't want our viewers to get upset and think that they're being censored, and you know, we're all very sensitive types, you know, as alcoholics, you know. Thank you, Drew. Thanks for confirming everything's A-okay. Thank you. YouTube shenanigans playing up again, the withheld comments. Well, at the risk of repeating myself more than boring Bryn, I've got no control of it. Wasn't me. Wasn't me, wasn't me, wasn't me, wasn't me, mommy. Wasn't me, it was him, her. I did blame my brothers. You know what I mean? Did blame my brothers. Oh, can you imagine it? Joe Skid here looking for a moderator and selects Urky, or a clever Urky alt that's somehow managed to hoodwink me and get in my good side. And then I'll go, you're great. Do you want to be my mod? Would you like to be my mod? Urky alt. Yeah, it'd be fun actually. And it's not going to happen right enough. I don't need a mod. I mean, look at my channel, for fuck's sake. It's laughable. Just as well I don't take it seriously, eh, folks? Well, there's a good question. What do you think will be inscribed on Rick's headstone? Oh, do you know what's up? Do you know who I would like to answer that question for me? Rosie. Because I'm one of these types, I need to sit, not while I'm doing this, I need time to sit and think of something. Sometimes I can think of stuff, but most of the time, my head's just full of wee motors, right? And they're all banging into each other. And, you know, there's pretty much a car crash in there, you know? But it's fun, like the Dodgems. What would be on his headstone? I don't know. I think that's it. I don't know. What do you think? I'm going to go for that. I don't know. Or crikey. I didn't know. I thought I'd really got it this time. We go again. Aye, that's it. Right? You can just see it. We go again into the afterworld. He'll still be on his sober start when he's when he's up there or down there. He'll still be doing it. Oh, Peter, obviously you're going to let me into heaven, aren't you? Yes, okay. You're not a bad boy, really. You're just a bit of an idiot. On you go. On you go. So in he goes. And right away, first thing he does is make a YouTube channel. Straight for heaven. So yeah, folks, get your suggestions in for what should be on Urky's headstone. I know it's quite a morbid topic of discussion, but if you saw your video earlier, we're not alone. Every second comment was you're heading for the cemetery or words to that effect. So the cat's out the bag. You know, I'm harmless anyway. It's impossible for me to see anything that could cause harm. I mean, I've been cleared by the YouTube authorities. Joe Skid is harmless. Leave him alone. Just let him do his thing. You do your thing. Urky can do his, and we can all live happily ever after. That's it. Maybe if he get knocked back up, if Peter went, we're not having you. You know, like that pub that he get barred for when he was on a family holiday. Now we can't have you in, Urky. You were here last night and you were trying to get off with my wife. You were trying to chat her up, and then you were trying to chat my daughters up as well. And then you went on to a dartboard and insisted that you were Luke Littler and demanded to take the best dart player on in the actual pub. So the best dart player said, all right, let's go. The guy got a 9 darter and smacked you about all over the kipper. And you just sat down and you were raging. And that's when the trouble began. So yeah, it's going to be like that at the pearly gates. You know what I mean? They might let him in, but then as soon as he plays that game of darts or goes on YouTube, it's all going to go downhill again. God, I've done 58 minutes. I think I'll just go up to the hour mark, folks. Is that okay with you? Are you all okay with it? I'm sorry, I've made no sense tonight. I've had no subject matter. Nothing at all, but it's just when Sub said, who would be daft enough to go on at 11:45? Immediately I knew that was him sending me a message. I wonder if he'll admit to it. Sub, were you saying, Joe, get on, go on YouTube Live, because fucking Urky doesn't know how to do it. And you, let's get 2 subscribers, seem to know how to do it. No problem at all. So when you go, Joe, go and make a video, eh? I'm bored. Is that what you were thinking? Drew, do I think Urky knows about me? God, that probably is the dumbest question I've heard all night. Does a bear shit in the woods? Is the Pope a Catholic? Does that kind of answer that? Of course he knows about me. He can't even bear to say my name right enough because he doesn't want anybody coming here and seeing the likes of this. But he could probably even be watching. It might even be fucking you, Drew. Sub, do you think Drew's Urky? Be honest. Very superstitious. So who's superstitious out there? Anybody? Who's superstitious that they had to keep a can of lager for the next morning? Is that superstition or is that survival? I'm from Yorkshire, right? That's right. You're from, where was it? Skipton. Was it Skipton? Bradford. Leeds. Doncaster. Was it Doncaster? Right, Drew, whereabouts? Why the red love heart? Is this a War of the Roses type? Why did you not put Yorkshire and then a rose? Like the War of the Roses, Lancashire versus Yorkshire. Why do a red heart? What's with the red hearts? There's no love on this channel, just hate. No love allowed on this channel. Do you hear me? Capiche? Middlesbrough, where Gareth Southgate was a manager. Fuck Gareth Southgate. Fuck Middlesbrough. Fuck football. Only one sport allowed on this channel for now, and that's bowling and curling. She's all here. Or even better than that, bowling curling, which is also a sport. Has anybody heard of bowling curling? Some people call it curling bowling, but it's a new sport. You can actually gamble on it and everything. Somebody said, maybe why don't you just call it caroling, or curly bowling, or burling? So it's kind of like bowls, with balls, but it's on ice. Burling. It's a mental game. And you can bet on it. I put a bet on it that one guy would fall right through the ice and never return. And that one stoated, and I got £36.50 back, I think. I'm not right, Drew. I was fucking joking. I don't want any emojis. I don't want any colour. I don't want any love. I don't want any kisses. I don't want any laws, PMSLs. I don't want any of that. I just want real good old-fashioned words in English, please. I hope everybody knows that I'm not really this angry. It's just, you know what I mean? I'm just Joe Skid. Everybody knows I'm not really Joe Skid anyway, so it's my character. I'm trying to form that. It's a characterization process. I'm trying to become somebody else, which is kind of what we all did our old drinking days, wasn't it? Try to find ourselves, the authentic version of ourselves. That's what's sadly lacking in these sober content creator channels. Authenticity. Where is it? Can anybody tell me where the authenticity is? Well, it seems like a very good way to bow out, Stevie Wonder, playing on smooth radio. Oh, it's finished. Best music for the UK. Aye, folks, so I'm kind of flagging now, and I'd like to thank everybody for joining me tonight. Wasn't expected at all. It's been the biggest, well, it's been shite really, hasn't it? No disrespect, the commenter, Steve, Sub, Drew, you've all been magic, and I've been complete shite. And I get it. Oh, look, it's, wouldn't it be good to do? Nick Kershaw. Oh, that was a good song, wasn't it, folks? Bad. I got it. You got it good. You don't know how good you got it. I got a house. My mommy paid the mortgage, and now I live the life of Riley. Karaoke night, is it? What would you like for me to sing, Drew? If that's your name. Anyway, I'm out of here, right? Thanks for joining us, folks. Thanks as always, Sub, my main man, never lets me down. Thanks to you, Stephen. It's quite good of you to join me, considering I can be a right cheeky bastard. So fair play to you. for taking it all in good spirits. Spirits. And thanks to you, Drew, because you're always good for a laugh. Anybody else that peeped in for a while, thank you too. And I might do a live later for the meaningless bronze medal match, very American. But it's not the Olympics, isn't it? No, it's not the Olympics. It's meaningless. But I think Harry Kane and Mbappe are going to have a wee private conversation. And Harry's going to say, oh, I wish I could do impressions. Harry's going to say, well, Killian, if you let me get a hat trick and I let you get a hat trick, then we can let the mafia know and they can sort out all the gambling. We can win the golden boot between us. We can share it and cut it in half. You can get the left side of the boot and I'll get the right side of the boot. And the wonderful thing is that Lionel Messi won't get any of the boot. Absolute corruption of the highest order. And on that disgraceful note, I will wish, well, who's going to win the big one? Spain. Get your money on, folks. It was always Spain. It was always Spain. Wouldn't it be good if England had won the World